Hi viewers. I am Dr. Velavan, Faculty, School of Management, Sastra Deemed University. First of all, I welcome you all for this session. Today, we are going to discuss about some definitions of GST. Okay, because we have to know what are the meanings of some important terms like supply, time value of supply, registration, consideration, etc. So wait, I'll take, yeah. The first definition is actionable claim. So you got to know what is meant by actionable claim. Under section 2, subsection 1 of the GST Act. But basically, actionable claim is nothing but unsecured creditors. So whenever we have a unsecured creditors, they are called actionable claim because we can claim to recover money from them. Sometimes whenever they are not ready to settle, we can make a claim, even to file suit also. So as per section 3 of the Transfer of Property Act 1982, you see, so as per section 3 of the Transfer of Property Act 1982, actionable claim is a claim to any debt, particularly unsecured creditors. Any debt means we have some dues from our customers, and also those who have taken or collected or received money from us. But here, other than a debt secured by mortgage of immovable property. So whenever we gave money based on the security, now it is not actionable claim. When we give money without any security, now only they are called actionable claim. Okay, or hypothecation or pledge of movable property, or to any beneficial interest in movable property, not in possession, either actual or constructive, but here not in possession. When you have a possession, it is actionable claim, which a civil court recognize the affording grounds of relief when such debt or beneficial interest be existent, according or accruing or conditional or contingent. So simply you have to understand here, actionable claim is nothing but what? Unsecured creditors. Okay. Then second definition is agent. Section 2(5). Who are all agent? Agent means a person including a factor, broker, commission agent, Akatia, declared agent, declared agent, an actioner or any other mercantile agent, by other name called, who carries on the business of supply or receipt of goods or services or both on behalf of another. Suppose you are acting as an agent, what is your duty? Simply you receive the goods on behalf of your customer. So here you receive the goods from the supplier, then you supply to your customer. Here you behave like an agent. For that purpose you claim some commission. This is called agent commission. I hope all of you know agency business. What are you doing? The manufacturers are others. They manufacture the goods, we purchase the goods and supply the goods to our customer. Here we behave like an agent, or we behave like a bridge to connect the people. The people are either manufacturer and customer, or wholesaler or customer, or retailer or customer. So who may be a person, or you may be a person including a factor, broker, commission agent, Arcadia, declared agent, del creditor agent. Del creditor means it's an extra commission. Here you are going to receive extra commission other than ordinary commission. This is called del creditor commission. When you are performing more, now the principal or the wholesaler gives some extra commission for your over performance. Okay, an actioneer, or any other mercantile agent. Okay, they are called agent. Aggregate turnover. This is very, very important because we are going to use this formula. This factor to calculate the overall, total value of supply as well as claim ITC. Okay, taxable supplies, own or an agent, not a job worker. But there is no GST for job worker. That's why here job worker will not be considered to calculate taxable supplies. So here own supply or by your agent. Suppose you are doing business all over the part by agent, how much they sell, it is also your sale. So no problem at all. So own as well as agent will take here. Add exempted supplies, export supplies, interstate supply. PAN based all India supplies. So everything will be taken. Here you see we want aggregate turnover. Aggregate turnover is nothing but total. It may be exempted, it may be export, it may be zero rated supply, or it may be taxable supply. Everything will be taken. Everything will be taken. You need not worry about it. You feel that it is supply will take to calculate aggregate turnover. Less inward supplies and reverse charge. When you have inward supplies or reverse charge supply, reverse charge means the beneficiaries will pay GST to the government. So here the person who will receive the benefit, they have to pay. Okay, this is called reverse charge mechanism. They directly pay to the government. Then goods and service tax. Suppose you pay any GST, that amount will be also subtract from the total turnover. The balance will be called what? Aggregate turnover. So the aggregate turnover is nothing but total turnover. It includes taxable, exempt, export and interstate supplies. Okay, everything will be here. You may think about intra, because already we discussed what is interstate supply and intrastate supply. Okay, so when we supply goods in between the state, this is called intrastate supply. When we supply goods in between the state, within the state is intra, in between the state is inter. Okay, here we take interstate, not intra, because intra is included in taxable supply. Okay, you see. This is what aggregate turnover measure student. And business. What is meant by business? I hope all of you studied income tax, okay, income tax during the 5th semester. In income tax, you studied one separate chapter. I mean, one of the important source is called income from business or profession. So, on that time, you may studied what is business, okay. Business is nothing but trade or commerce or manufacturer or any adventure in nature of trade and commerce and manufacturer. Very simple. When we buy goods and supply goods to the customer, we are doing business, but it should be in a continuous manner. Suppose you buy a car, you sell the car only one time in your life, this is not a business. But when you buy the car and sell the car frequently, day on day, every day or every week you buy and sell, so now it is called what? Business. So when we supply goods or when we buy and sell the goods continuously, this is called business. But it should be what? It should be what? Consideration. It should be what? Consideration. This is what? Very, very important. Here you see one example. So first you see any trade, commerce, manufacturer, profession, vocation, adventure, wager or any other similar activity, whether or not it is for a pecuniary benefit. Not it is for a pecuniary benefit, but you are supplying goods for a normal profit, no problem at all. Because profit and benefits is the motto, that's all. Any activity or transaction in connection with or incidental or ancillary to subclass A. Suppose you are doing some ancillary activity, okay, it is this activity is also called business, okay. Then any activity or transaction in the nature of subclass A, but whether or not there is volume frequently continuous, but it should be transactions in nature of suppose you are doing some work, but ancillary works not necessary to become a continuous one, but the major part will be the continuous one. Example, Mr. S, a famous actor, paints some paintings and sells them. The consideration is donated for a charity. It qualifies as supply even it is one-time occurrence. You see, he is a famous actor. He paints some paintings. He paints some paintings, but he sells the paints and donate. But he is a painter. He may draw many paints, but he sells some paints and give the money to the charity as a donation. Is it supply? Supply or it may be considered as a business? Yes, it is a business because he is a professionalist. He is a professionalist. You see, profession. Okay. Then supply or acquisition of goods, including capital goods and services, in connection with commencement or closure of your business. Suppose you buy a goods or supply goods to start a business or come in or closure of a business, whatever it may be. So this is also business. Okay. Example, a resident welfare association provides the service of depositing the electricity bill of the resident. Then you have some nominal charges of business. You see, you assume that I think before that you have to see provision by a club, association or society or any such body for a subscription or any other consideration for the facilities of benefits to the member. So here you see here you have an organization. Take for example, you assume that you are living in an apartment. In this apartment, they have an association. Apartment association. Definitely, they have in this association one person may be a chairman and a secretary and a treasurer and all. But they are providing service to all the people, those who are living in the apartment, regarding the payment of EB bill, water bill, and corporation bill. Instead of the tenant or householding. They paid on behalf of them. So here they are charging a nominal amount as a charges, but they are doing the service regularly. So now it is called what? Business. Now it is called what? Business. Okay. Yeah, admission for a consideration of person to any premises. Admission, you appoint you admit to live in a premises continuously for a consideration. You tell Mr. Raman, you stay here, you give some amount for staying continuously. This is also business, but when you are doing this one is a continuous one, okay, it is also called business. Okay, so likewise you see and understand all. Okay, this is what business. Composite supply. A composite supply comprising of two or more supplies, one of which is a principal supply, shall be treated as a supply of such principal supply. You see, but this supply is naturally bundled. The supply is naturally bundled. We cannot sell the product separately. They are independent one, not dependent. I mean, they are dependent one, not independent one. Take for example, cell phone. Naturally bundled for each. Take for example, you buy a cell phone. This cell phone includes battery. This battery is inbuilt one. You cannot sell the cell phone or smartphone separately. So, but how? What is the principal supply? What is the ancillary supply? Here, the cell phone is principal supply. Battery is an ancillary supply. But the GST rate will apply only for cell phone. I mean primary supply. Primary supply. I mean principal supply. This is called composite. Composite means we are going to supply two product together with together with in a one bundle. One bundle. I mean single bundle. So that's why it is naturally bundled. We cannot take away each other. We cannot sell all differently. They have to sell combined. Take for example, you are traveling in a railway, in a train. You are traveling by train. You are going to Chennai or going to Delhi by train. Whenever you registered or booking your ticket, insurance is also part of this one. This is ancillary. Insurance is ancillary. The railway ticket is primary. So when you travel, your insurance is also covered. This is called what? Combined supply. Combined supply. So this supply includes main and ancillary supply. You see, accordingly, the entire value of composite value. I mean, entire value of composite supply. It includes main supply, ancillary supply. Shall be classified under the category of main supply. Shall be taxed GST rate applicable for the main supply. But take for example, the battery of smartphone, the GST rate of battery of GST, battery of smartphone is 10%. Example, the GST rate for cell phone is 14%. I am giving example. The rate of GST for cell phone 14%. The rate of GST for battery of smartphone is 10%. So which rate is higher? 14%. 14 is for what? Supply. I mean supply of cell phone. Cell phone rate of GST 14%. Battery 10. So here the 14% will be applicable for the value of entire supply. Entire supply. Suppose you are paying 15,000 of this cell phone. 10,000 is for phone and 5,000 is for battery, but even though they have a separate GST, you have to pay the rate of phone for all value, I mean total value. This is called what? Composite supply. For example, where goods are packed and transported with insurance, the supply of goods, packed material, transport and insurance is a composite supply, and the supply of goods is the principal supply. Okay, you see. This is very, very important. Okay. Consideration. Consideration is very, very important. Consideration is nothing but value of supply. Consideration is nothing but value of supply. We are going to discuss separately, study separately this chapter in Unit 3. What is value of supply? Okay, how can we find out value of supply and time of supply? Okay, then value of service, everything we are going to calculate. Okay, don't worry. The term consideration includes the following: for the supply by recipient or any other person. For the supply by recipient or any other person. Recipient or any other person means your agent and all. Okay. Payment in money or otherwise for the supply. Payment in money. Suppose you are selling goods to your customer, how much you are going to receive, this is called payment. Because once we sell, they have to pay the price you quote. The price you quote at the time of sell, they have to pay. This is called payment in money. Sometimes it may be in the term of money or in term of kind, whatever it may be. Add monetary value of any act. Whatever the monetary value you receive should be added. Monetary value of forbearance and act for the supply. Forbearance. Already you gave a promise, they give some amount, but now they are refusing. No problem at all. How much they are given, it should be added. Deposit if adjusted for consideration. At the time of placing an order, they give some advance. This amount should be also treated as a consideration, but it should be adjusted for them. Suppose you receive an order for 100 TV, but they gave 1 lakh rupee at the time of giving order. This 1 lakh should be adjusted at the time of making final payment. Okay. Then subsidy given by other than central and state government. This is very, very important. When the subsidy given by the government, both central and state government, should be deducted the consideration value, because this is not refundable by you. This is for your benefit or promoting some business or development of your business, or encourage for the purpose of encouragement of your business, they give the development. Particularly because once you develop, you may give some employment, you may provide some employment opportunity, you give employment opportunity for somebody. This is what the motto of giving subsidy. Okay, so the subsidy given by other than central and state government, it should be added. Then subsidy given by central and state government should be deducted. Other than means private, the subsidy given by private. But take for example, you decide to donate 1,000 notebooks to a school which is locating in a rural village or in your village. Now you assume that you are in a well position, you decide to donate 1,000 notebooks or 5 computers to your school, because you are the old student of that particular school. But one association is running in your village, in your place where presently you are living. They said, Mr. Mohan, no problem, we give 50%. How much you are going to donate to the school, sir? I am going to give 2 lakh rupees. Don't worry, I will give 1 lakh rupees. So this subsidy should be deducted, but this is not a consideration. This is not the value of the product, because they give. How much you are going to give? Actually, being assessing how much you are going to give actually. Instead of 2 lakh, you are going to give 1 lakh only, but others will take care of remaining 1 lakh. This is not the consideration. So this is not the taxable value of the goods. So it should be deducted from the value. The deposit is refundable. You gave advance for 1 lakh, but they give 50,000 again. They return 50,000 to you. So this when the advance money refundable or returned by your principal or the supplier, this is not the value of consideration, because they returned. They have not adjusted the deposit against your supply. Okay, so the 2 important items will be deducted from the gross value of consideration. One is subsidy given by central and state government, and the deposit if refundable. Okay, this is called consideration. Good. I hope you are all understand about the consideration, because this is very, very important. And the consideration is nothing but value of supply. How can we find out the actual cost of the product? Number 1, any subsidy received by other should be added. This is what subsidy given by other than central and state government. But here the total value is 2 lakh. Total value is 2 lakh, but you give 1 lakh, other will give 2 lakh. But when the same amount will be given by the government, it will not be consider. Okay, so both subsidy given by other than by central and state government and central and state government should be deducted and deposited. So balance is consideration. Okay. Continuous supply of goods means a supply of goods which is provided or agreed to be provided continuously or on recurrent basis under a contract, whether or not by means of a wire, cable, pipeline and other conduit, and for which the supplier invoices the recipient on a regular or periodic basis, and includes supply of such goods as a government may, subject to such conditions as it may be notification specified. Very simple. Supply of goods which is provided or agreed to be provided continuously. When you supply goods continuously, this is called continuous supply. Being a businessman, you have to supply goods continuously to your customers. They also buy goods continuously from you. Okay, this is what's continuous supply. The supply is in continuous one. You are supplying goods continuously to your customers. Okay. Then continuous supply of services. Here, when you supply goods to your customers continuously, this is continuous supply. Here, continuous supply of services. When you are providing services continuously for your customers, this is called continuous supply. Supply of services. Okay. Electronic commerce operator, e-commerce operator. E-commerce operator, Ola, okay, Swiggy, Zomato, Flipkart, Amazon, they are called e-commerce operator. Any person who owns or operates or manages digital or electronic facility or platform for electronic commerce. They are also doing business through internet. That's all. You know, they don't have a registered place in India. Amazon, you tell me, where is the register office in India? Or where is the office in India? No. Flipkart, where is their head office? Or where is their business place in India? No. But they must have one place in India. Now only they can be able to pay GST to the government. Okay. They are called electronic commerce, Ola, Uber. Okay. All. Exempt supply. Section 247 means a supply of any goods or services or both which attract nil tax rate of tax. This is very important. Nil tax. Whenever you supply this type of goods, you need not pay any tax to the government. Tax means GST. Like for example, essential commodities, cooking items, vegetables, fruits. Okay. Then unpacked item of cooking products. Okay, everything. Family definition. Family. Section 249. Family means the spouse and the children of the person. You are male, your wife and your children. You are female, your husband and your children. And the parents, grandparents, brothers and sisters of person, if they wholly or mainly dependent on said person. Said person means assassin. You are a registered person. You are an assassin. So who are all the members of your family? Being an assassin, who are all the members of your family? This is what we are doing. Who are all the members? Okay. Number one, you, if you are male, you and your spouse, your children, your parents, grandparents, your brother and sisters, but they should be dependent of you. They also lead their life from your earnings. That is very, very important. They should be a dependent of you. Okay? Then, manufacturer, section 272, means processing of raw material or inputs in any manner that result emergence of a new product having a distinct name, character, and use and term manufacture. Manufacture is nothing but you are manufacturing a product with the help of material, labor, and overheads. The result should be output. When are you involved in manufacturing process? The final result is output. Suppose you are manufacturing a car, what is output? Car is output. You are manufacturing a tractor, what is output? Tractor is output. Bus or cell phone. Whatever it may. They are called what? Manufacture. Okay. Market value. This is very, very important. Market value is the amount of which a recipient of supply is required to pay. How much the customers are paying. This is called market value. Because they have to pay today's value. When they buy a goods, on that day they have to pay. The amount they paid at the time of sale. This is called market. Okay? Very simple. Mixed supply. Mixed supply is, they are not naturally bundled. They are collection of a product. They may sell independently. They may sell independently. All product, they have a separate GST rate, but how much they charge for this value of supply, mixed value of supply, the highest rate of a product will be applied. Take for example, paste and press. Suppose the company, take for example Colgate company decide to sell brush along with paste in a single packet. This is mixed supply. They have not naturally bundled. Usually they supply paste and brush separately. Even today we can buy, both are separate. But we cannot buy smartphone and the smartphone charges separately. This is an suitable example for composite supply and mixed supply. You keep in your mind. When you buy a cell phone, this is composite supply. When you travel train, this is composite supply. When you stay in a hotel, you living or you are staying in a hotel, this is composite supply because they give some insurance. They charge an insurance or give breakfast along with your room rent fare. This is composite. But mixed is collection. We collect a different product and make a package, then we give. Take for example, you give a gift as a fruit packet, like gift fruits, gift pack, gift hamper pack. 2 apples, 2 orange, 2 koya or some chatupati, and 5 chocolates, 2 soft drinks along with this pack we give. You see fruits and chocolate and cool drinks, they have separate GST rate. But which rate is applicable for the entire mixed supply, value of mixed supply, the highest rate? Which product has? Take for example toothpaste. For paste we have to pay 14% GST, sorry 18%. Brush we have to give 12%. But for this supply they charge 18%. Because whose rate is higher? Paste rate is higher, not brush. This is what mixed supply. Okay. You see, a supply of package consisting canned foods, sweet, chocolate, cakes, dry fruits, aerated drinks and fruit juices when you supply for a single price of mixed supply. Each of these items can be supplied separately and not dependent on any other. Separately. It shall not be a mixed supply if this is they are supplied separately. Okay. So this is what our example is. Money. What is money? Money means Indian legal tender or any foreign currency, check, promise note, bill of exchange, letter of credit, draft, pay order, traveler check, money order, postal or electronic remittance or any such similar instrument when used as a consideration to settle an application or exchange either Indian legal tender or another denomination, but shall not include any currency that it is held for its numismatic value. You may give any as a consideration of the above except collection of currency. Numismatic value means collection of currency in different currencies. No. Okay. You have a habit of collecting currency, different countries' currency. Now you cannot give this is for your consideration. No. It should be one form. That is very, very important. Foreign currency, check, promissory note, bills of exchange, letter of credit, draft or pay order, traveler check, money order, postal, electronic remittances or any such similar instrument when used as consideration to settle an application or exchange with Indian legal tender of another denomination, but shall not include any currency that is held for its numismatic value. Okay. Not taxable supply. Section 278 means a supply of goods or services or both which is not leviable to tax. I mean zero rated supply is supply goods but they are not chargeable to tax. They are not chargeable to tax. Okay. This is called non-taxable supply. Okay. Then person. Who are all called person? Dear students, this is also you studied in income tax because it is very, very important definition in income tax in unit 1 basis of charge. Person section 284 includes an individual, a Hindu individual family, a company, a firm, limited liability partnership, an association of person or body of individual, whether incorporated or not, any cooperation established by or under any central, state act, a provincial act, a government company, a defined in clause 45 of section 2 of the Companies Act 2013, or any body corporate incorporated by under always of a country outside India. Person includes an individual. But here you have to know the persons may be in three types: real person, artificial person, and representative person. But here you have to take both real and artificial. Real means human beings, those who are creation of God. Artificial means those who are creation of God. Act. Here act is giving soul to the body. The company, they have to follow Companies Act 2013. Partnership, they have to follow Partnership Act 1932. Likewise, they have to follow. So, an individual family, a company, a firm, a limited liability partnership, an association of persons, or a body of individuals, whether incorporated or not, in India or outside India, any corporation established by or under any, they are called what? Persons. Okay. Then cooperative society, a local authority, central and state government, society has defined as Societies Act 1860, trust, every artificial judicial person is not falling within any of the above. You see, all, including cooperative society, they are what? Person. Not only a human being, all business bodies, okay, including government. Principal, section 288. A person on whose behalf an agent carries on the business of supply or receipt of goods or services are good. A person on whose behalf of an agent carries on the business is a main person, owner, or principal place of business. Take for example, Crompton Greaves is a principal. Those who are selling Crompton and Greaves product in different cities, they are called agent. Pepsi, it's a soft drinks, is a principal. Those who are selling Pepsi in all over the India or world, they are agent. Very simple. So, a person on behalf of a agent carries on the business. Behalf of a agent. When the person doing business on behalf of owner, they are agent. Here you have to know the difference. Okay? Principal supply. The main supply of goods or services, which is constitute the predominant element of a composite supply. Predominant element of a composite supply. And to which any other supply forming part of the composite supply is ancillary. The predominant compulsory is a composite supply. You know what is my composite supply? Naturally bundled. Okay. The main product, even though it has ancillary product, okay, it should be included. Okay, this is called principal supply. Recipient, a person who receives the supply or goods or both. But a person who has to pay consideration. You see, I am buying a cell phone. Who has to pay? Who is liable to pay? I am liable to pay. I have to pay money. Whatever the money I pay, this is consideration. Consideration is nothing but value of something. Where no consideration is payable for the supply of goods, the person to whom the goods are delivered or made available, or to whom possession or use of goods is given or made available. Suppose there is no necessary to pay consideration, a product, who delivered the product? Who delivered the product? They are responsible. Where no consideration is payable as supply or service, the person to whom service rendered, he has to pay tax because it is valuable water. Either you collect or you pay. That's all. Because you are supplying. Like for example, you provide a cell phone service, mobile service to a relative, but you have not received anything. But it is taxable supply. Either you collect money from them or you have to pay money from your own pocket. But here no consideration because you are not ready to accept the money from them because they are relative or friends, whatever it may be. But the person who receives the benefits, the person who buy the product, okay. Reward charge means liable to pay tax by the recipient of supply of goods or services, or both instead of the supplier. You see here, who has to pay GST? The supplier has to pay. How? The supplier can collect GST from the customer, then pay to the government. This is called the routine process of payment of GST to the government. The supplier has to collect GST from the customer at the time of supply. When you supply the goods, and that time you collect the money. Then you pay the money to the government. Reward charge here, the supplier cannot be settled or collect the money from the recipient and settle to the government. The recipient can pay GST to the government directly. The supplier cannot collect GST. They collect only principal value of supply. So the recipient can pay GST to the government directly. Okay. Service. Section 2102 means anything other than goods, money and securities. Anything other than goods, money and securities, but includes activity relating to use of money or its conversion by cash by any other mode from one form, currency or denomination, to another form, currency or denomination for which the separate consideration charge. This is nothing. I will tell you first. Anything other than goods and money and securities. You providing services. Here it's not a goods. You should give service. It may be a internet service, it may be a telecommunication service, it may be a hospital, it may be a school, it may be a whatever recreation. This is called service. Other than goods and securities. Other than goods, money and security. But when you charge commission for conversion of currency from one currency to another currency, or sale of security, now it is chargeable to tax. But take for example, you are doing business for converting currency, one nation converting to another nation. You have a dollar, you are going to exchange your dollar or convert your dollar into Indian currency. You charge some commission. This commission is taxable as a service. Okay, taxable service. Okay, supplier. Supplier is nothing. A person who supplies goods. A person who provides services. A person supplying the said goods or services, both shall include by any word relation to any goods or services, both. A person who supply goods or services are both. This is supply. Okay, supplier. Taxable persons. Taxable person should be a registered person, my dear student, because we are going to discuss about the registration separately in Unit 2. The next video will be for your, will be for registration. A person who are all registered their business, what is their threshold limit? Threshold limit. What are all the advantages for registration? Okay. The person who is registered are liable to be registered under section 22 or section 28 or 208 taxable supply, means a supply of goods or services or both, which is leviable under tax. A person who supplies taxable goods or service or both, they are called taxable person, but they should be registered. But simply said, all registered persons are taxable persons. Very simple. Because when you register your business, now only you can eligible to collect GST and pay the GST. Now only you can eligible to avail what? Input tax credit. ITC is very, very important. Input tax credit, ITC, you can avail. But before that, you have to be registered your business. Okay. We'll discuss what are the process, what are the documents, what are the benefits, what are the type of registration, when your registration will be cancelled, renewed. Everything will be discussed later. Okay. Taxable territory, section 2109, means the territory to which the provisions of this act apply. Territory means place, taxable place, where you are doing business. Where you are doing business. This is called territory. Okay. Work contracts, section 290, means contract for building, construction, fabrication, completion, erection, installation, fitting out, improvement, modification, repair, maintenance, renovation, alteration or commissioning of any immovable property wherein transfer of property in goods, whether as goods or in some other form, is involved in the execution of such contract. Work contract means a contract of building, construction, fabrication. This is what you are going to engage yourself with a certain period. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Depends upon you will collect the money from the contractor. This is what work contract. You see, building, construction, fabrication, completion, erection, installation, fitting out, improvement, modification, repair, maintenance, renovation, alteration, or commissioning of any immovable property, whether in transfer of property in goods, whether as goods or in some other form, is involved in the execution of such contract. That is very important. That's my dear student. So, these are all the definitions you have to know before go to in-depth study of GST. One is actionable claim, agent, aggregate turnover. This is very, very important. Already I told you. Then business and composite supply. Consideration, most important one. Continuous supply of goods, continuous supply of services, electronic commerce operator, exempt supply, family, manufacture, market value, mixed supply, money, non-taxable supply, person, principal supply, recipient, reverse charge, service, supplier, taxable person, taxable territory, and what? Because these factors, okay, all components or all the definitions we are going to use frequently in this paper and for computations. That's why here we have to know what is what clearly, because they help us a lot to calculate the taxable value and payment of supply, valuation simply. Okay, so hope all of you understand. Okay, you have any doubt at the time of conducting webinar, you will ask your doubts. I will clarify. Probably the next session is for accounting entries, because we have to know how can we pass entries, how can we manner to utilize the ITC against the output tax payable, what are the provisions, what are the principles we have to follow, everything will be discussed. Okay, so dear students, we are taking care of much more effort for your benefit. I request all of you to watch the videos, and I have uploaded the detailed PPT for you. It is for, I think they will help you for your CA preparation also. I have uploaded detailed PPT for your benefits. So being a student, you have to make use of all the PPTs. Once you get benefit, I am really happy. So you are all my students. You will be better position in your life. Okay. So don't worry. And we'll meet in the next session. I think we are going to discuss on that question, the accounting entries under GST. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye. And one more appeal, you have to solve some problems which is available in the materials. I have given one link, I'm in a website for your reference. You you may download and take the problem from the online material. It is available in your portal, and also I will apply and upload. So I will, you can make use of that. Okay, thank you.